Charles Darwin once said, "It is not the strongest nor the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can manage change." Good afternoon, respective judges. My name is Alice, accompanied by my fellow friends of the Dugong team. First of all, let's take a look at our overviews. Please go to the next. Firstly, we have our own calculation system. On the screen right now, you are looking at our supply chain management system and competitor evaluation system. These two are used to evaluate our needs per round regarding the marketing and R&D expenses, including our raw material needs and production allocation. On the top of the right side, we put other macro consideration. Our overall strategy, based on Porter's generic strategies, is the best cost strategy. We aim to give the reasonable and make sense product, which means the quality is not the worst or the best, but the price is also not the cheapest or the highest. Please go to the next.
Then we have our own financial monitoring and forecasting system, which includes a pricing and costing analysis system that allows us to make predictions on the total COGS of the product, given the decisions we're going to make, and a budgeting and cash flow management system that allows us to track, monitor, and forecast our cash flow. For the costing system, we take the actual cost data and evaluate it to see whether we are in the red when it comes to cost or we are fine. And after this monitoring function, we then take the data to do forecasting for the total cost for the next round so that we can set a price above the break-even point. And for the cash flow management, this keeps track of our actual cash flow and allows us to make a forecast for the coming period based on the decisions we're going to make. This is how we keep in check our cash flow and achieve zero debt on every round. So all these systems mentioned above are foundations for our decision making, and they all serve as an ERP system to make the best business decisions in all the dimensions. And the overall strategy we implemented for our company is cost cycling, where in one period we allow ourselves to spend a lot more on cost, and after that we cut back on the cost, and the cycle again repeats. And next, we are product focused, meaning we prioritize quality and image. And lastly, we use the push strategy where we do production first and make decisions so that we can create demand for the product later. Next slide. For the first round, our main goal is to have a good position in the market, and thus we have to burn cash. Here, we put 700K on marketing and R&D, 999K on material because we want to take advantage of the 500K step cost increase that we noticed, 175K in equipment and 200K on maintenance just to keep the level for those stable. And we also paid 300K in dividends because we did the NPV calculation actually, and the first period actually impacted the NPV by a lot, so it's really significant to us. Next, we produced 450K items because we still have 51K in the inventory, and then we set the price to this level to adjust for the demand. Next slide.
In round two, the seasonal indicator shows that the economy is in high season. So we conclude that the people's buying power is strong, but raw material prices are high. Based on the objective, we want to maximize the company's profit by optimizing the company's performance. To achieve this, we compensate by setting a higher price, which was $6.98. To note, the increase is only $0.2 per round, which is progressive because we have a higher price elasticity standard. Besides that, we did a psychological pricing strategy. In addition, we also maintain product image, product quality, product capacity, and efficiency level by maximizing marketing R&D expense, equipment investment, and maintenance expense, which have been adjusted according to the impact given in round one for each component. This aims to maximize the company's production and sales levels so that the company gets optimal profits to cover expense from round one. Next.
In the third round, our goal is to prepare for the last round by increasing marketing, R&D, equipment, and maintenance. At the beginning of the round, we ran out of raw materials, and at the same time, the economic growth was at its lowest, making the cost of raw material very cheap. Based on that, we decided to repurchase the raw materials. Also, we invested more than $1 million in marketing and R&D to further increase our product quality and penetrate the market even more. Besides that, we noticed that a lot of our demands went unfulfilled. So we poured $600,000 into equipment and maintenance to produce more products and increase our production efficiency. In addition to that, we also increased our price slightly to $7.19. Next.
In the final round, our goal is to undercut our competitors by selling at a lower price while simultaneously providing an equal or better product image and quality. This will result in us capturing a larger market size. To do that, we dump most of our resources towards things that will affect high amount of sales, mainly marketing, research, and high product allocation. There is no need in purchasing more materials since we have enough leftovers to fulfill the forecast demand for this round. For the details, we set our price at $6.98 because we noticed that in the last round, one of our competitors set their price at $6.99 while providing inferior product image and quality compared to us. We also consider that our cost per unit is $5.55, meaning we will still gain a reasonable profit margin and an almost guaranteed in successfully capturing the market share. Moreover, we set our production capacity at 750,000 to maximize the amount of leftovers raw material that we have left, since it is the last round and we want to gain maximum market share. As for our marketing and R&D expense, we could have put it at 450,000 if we only want to maintain current positioning, but we decide to push it a little further to enhance our product image and quality. We lower our equipment and maintenance expense a little since we do not need higher production capacity in the last round. We allocate those resources towards things that will benefit us in gaining bigger market size. Finally, we maintain the same dividend payout since the impact of dividend towards the net present value won't be as high as it is on the beginning round. Next. Last but not least, we put the final results of our progress in the 4 rounds. Those calculations are based on the Siren Index in the website. First, our current debt ratio is constant at 0%, which means we never need to get a loan. We manage to pursue profit with our own financial strength. We have quite constant growth throughout summer till winter season, and as can be seen, the revenue is also growing constantly without any decrease throughout the year. Another achievement is that we gain one of the highest sales volume by the end of round 4. Our objective in market share, or to gain big market share, is achieved by the end of round 4 with 10% market share. Next. By adapting through each season and multiple management systems, our optimized decisions will be successful in enhancing the company value. Dugong team welcomes the company to use our optimized strategy. We are very open to answering all the questions and discussing them with you. Thank you.
I'm really impressed by your energy. And also the fact that you developed so quickly this table for analysis. I know I provided you something, but you know, you beat me to it. Your analysis spreadsheet is far more comprehensive. But can you show me slide number 5? I want to point out something. Where is slide number 5? Can you show that again?
Will the operator screen share or can I screen share?
Yeah.
Okay, I will screen share. So this is our 5th slide, I think.
Number 5. Yeah. Okay.
It's in round 2.
So this is 6. I want number 5. Yeah.
So round 1.
No, slide number 5. You have got 0, 4 down at the bottom right. All right, so go to 0, 5.
Operator, please round number 3.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's one. Yeah. Okay. So I see you are giving out dividend. What is the reason why you choose to give out dividend at this point?
Okay, thank you, sir, for the question. Maybe I will answer that question. So we did the NPV calculation, and actually, no matter how much the dividend is we paid for this round, in this, for example, this 3rd round, it's gonna take into effect also in the round after that, right? So we just want to maximize the value, because for the formula, there is category A, B, and then there's the shareholders' capital. And for the B value, it's taken from the period before. That's what we noticed. So that's why we still put in dividend here, so that for the next round, we still have a value for B.
What about your cash flow situation? Are you always maintaining a certain cash amount, and then you used your profit generated from each round to top up your cash flow? How stable is your cash flow?
Okay, thank you, sir, for the question. Maybe I can assist to answer the question again.
Yeah.
So again, if you go back to our company implemented strategies, we implement this thing called cost cycling. So our cash flow is like this. For the first period, our expenditure is very much. We have a lot of expenditure, but then we realize that the effect of our expenditure, as you mentioned yesterday, 60% of it is going to carry out to the next round, right? So we realize from that in the next round, we don't have to spend that much money. So we need only to spend like 40% of what we spent in the first place to maintain what we already have. So that's why our expenditure, our cash flow for the first period, for example, may be negative, but then our cash flow for second period is it's a lot in the positive side. So yeah, it's gonna be continuing on a cycle like that. For one period, it's gonna decrease by a lot, and then for the next period, it's gonna come back up again, and next period is gonna go down again, because again, we're also putting in mind the index, the seasonal index, and we want to purchase on every low season when the cost is low, and we want to maximize the sales on the high season. That's why we do the cost cycling, and that's why it's not going to be stable, but it's going to be positive, negative, positive, negative, like that.
Okay, I would like to add the answer. Okay, sorry, sir. I would like to add the answer. I was just back from the website and I checked on the cash balance. So for the first and the third round where we burn the cash, we managed to, I think, around 100 until 500 cash remaining. And for the high season, for the second and the fourth season, we managed to get like $1 million remaining on our cash. Thank you.